Ma. How are you today, Ma?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, everyone, this is Mrs. Bukola Amodemaja. How are you today,
I'm
Ma?
fine, thank
You
you.
look radiant. Look at mommy, looking
It's
sweet,
great. Thank
looking
you.
fresh.
Thank
Wow,
you.
so good to have you, Ma.
My player.
Let's get right into it. It's not easy to raise any child at all. Talk more of a child that is so gifted and has achieved so much in such a young age. How have you been able to achieve all this, Ma?
First of all, let me just give everything back to God. So it has been God. So this why it has been God. The only God that give it. So it is God that gave me the 2 children. I'm not saying I'm taken care of, and God has never failed me. And the grace is sufficient for us.
Of course.
So with the grace of God, God has helped me to raise her and her brother.
Wow.
And I'm trying my best. It's not easy at all, but
so
I'm able to manage everything together.
Wow. Let's start from the beginning. How did all this start? Because mostly in this part of the world, in Africa, I think parents are just starting to realize that they need to support their children into exploring the creative. Not every parent is like you that will say, oh, this is what my child wants to do. I'm going to support her or I'm going to support him 100%. How did it start? Please take us through the journey from the beginning.
Okay. Like I said, it has been God.
Yes.
Then my own parents, I grew up with a disciplinary parent. My parents are teachers, so both of them. So though still, despite their this principle or whatever, their strictness, my daddy still have this thing. My daddy is a good listener. So he likes to listen to he listens very well to children and everything. Though, but that our period, you must do what your parents wants you to do.
Of course.
So when we're now growing up, my exposure and everything I believe in, no. Because like me, though I wasn't forced to do anything, but I still believe that if my parents had supported me in some things, I might have do some things that will help me, done other things that will be helpful to me. So it started this way. I'm an hotelier. I study hotel and catering management. I manage hotels. I consult all those things, blah 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 blah. So I have relationship with actors and actresses. They are my very good customers.
Okay.
So
they come into the hotel.
They come to the hotel. They shoot. They make use of my hotel. And I had longed to join theater acting. Immediately after my NYSC, I had made up my mind that due to some circumstances there and no support, nobody is even encouraging me. All those stuff. So I have to withdraw. So when I now get to my own, so when I saw them, I was like, they call me, come and do 1 or 2 to sing. I said, I don't have time, man, it's just make you people happy. So one day I was fortunate to just appear in 1 or 2 movies. So from there I had more interest, so I started doing it. So now back to Fisayomi. So whenever they close from work, I will go and pick them from school.
Okay.
I will take permission from office, go and pick them in school, bring them to my office. Then we close together at night and go
home. Okay.
So she was with me, with her brother. So my phone was now ringing. I was on set. So she didn't even do anything. She just come into the screen like that. Mommy, your
came
phone.
Came downstairs with the phone.
Yes, now, mommy, your phone is ringing. And so the director now jokingly said, "Oh yeah, sit down. You two sit down there." Okay. Thank God we use you as somebody. Yeah, let us use you as someone that is sick. Can you pretend as if you are sick? He said, yes. So yeah, do it. Your mommy is a doctor. Okay, you to act like a patient. And she did it perfectly.
Wow.
Whereas before then in church, so right from 3 years, all these when children are having their children week. Okay. So she's always part of the drama
group.
Okay. I remember the first stage drama she did was Mary when we were doing Christmas. During Christmas she did Mary. So she acted like a pregnant woman. Everybody was like,
this small child.
She did it very well when Mary was in labor. The way she was doing, everybody was just like, where did you see this girl? So by the way, so anytime they came to shoot in my office, they just called me, they want to use her as child actor, I will take her there.
Wow.
So from there she started saying, I want to do it. So I now met her boss, Tudiola Yusuf. That one now took more interest in her.
Okay.
So and when they want to start training, he called me that I should bring her for training. So and that is how it started. So he trained under him. We have our certificate through Tudiola Yusuf.
Glory to God.
And the journey begins.
The journey begins. How has it been like? What are the challenges of having to? Because I notice you're always going with her to every set. Is that right, Mom?
So the challenge is, it's not easy. I must confess. It takes courage. Because there are so many things. I can't just say on the air. Because it got to a stage when we're done, I will take her to location, run back to my office. When it is done for my own scene, the PM will call me, take permission, we go and ask somebody, pay someone to go and stay with her, pick her, blah, blah, blah. When the thing now expand, and they begin to call her up and down, up and down.
Everywhere.
I started like every weekend. Because of her school, I will tell people that my daughter cannot work during the week, put it in weekends. Weekend is also for my own job.
As an hotelier.
So to the extent that I started facing issue with my boss, so I don't have any option to leave one for one. I have to leave my job
for your job
for a career.
Wow. Talk about sacrifice. The sacrifice that parents make just to see their words of their children succeed.
Yes.
So, as it is now, are you still fully into acting, or you've also sacrificed that for our own career?
Now, let me say, partially, I'm into acting.
Okay.
But another issue is that still, I will have time. So I mostly act maybe on the same set, if we are on the same set together.
Okay.
So if you call me for acting, and the date clashes with her own date, I will drop my own and take her to her own.
Take her to hers. Wow. I mean, how many parents can actually sacrifice their own dreams? This is very commendable.
Our children are our future now.
Of course.
So we have to support them.
Of course.
If I don't see any prospect in it, maybe I will not bother.
But you believe in
I believe in
future. That's wonderful. So another thing that I would like to ask you is, when it comes to getting jobs for her, are there times where they call you that, oh, we want your daughter to act so and so, and it conflicted with probably your moral standards or something that you feel, no, I don't want my daughter? Has there been any case like that?
So many cases.
Wow.
Because firstly, if my daughter needs to appear in any movie, first of all, ask for the script. Firstly, she don't know how to read Yoruba. People believe that because she's acting Yoruba movie, she can speak Yoruba. So I will be the one, if it is Yoruba script, so I'll be the one to read and now come and narrate, interpret everything, every scene, so that I'll put her into character. So before we started learning Yoruba gradually. So once I read the script, if I'm not pleased, I won't do it. I will know how to. So so far so good. So far they know she's a teenager.
She's still a teenager.
So they know how to. They write the story around her. There's no movie my daughter will do. I always balance it up.
Okay.
A new movie is coming very soon. We did Obojomo.
Okay.
So where she was gangster. So the story, when you watch the movie, you know that it is normal. So we balance. I will know what to add to balance it up to be able to defend her age and whatever. And there's nothing we put in story that is not happening around the world now. We see teenagers, 13, 12, 14, doing so many atrocities, so we just have to preach it out. Another new movie that we just finished shooting, Come and See Me, is a love story. People like, a teenager, why will she put her hair? Why will I allow such? But when you watch such movie, you know what we are trying to preach. So many people were outside. So many teenagers have fallen, so many victims of adolescent pregnancy. So I always like a movie to preach something
to teach people. Wow, that's
so
very wonderful.
My daughter, what I would say is that as a parent, know your daughter, know your children. Or not even your daughter, know your son, know your children, both male and female.
Okay.
Monitor them, get closer to them. So that is the only way.
Wow.
because it's acting doesn't mean that she will. No. Everything has to be balanced up. That is one of the major reasons I resigned, because I really, as an hotelier, I don't really have much time for, because the job will take much time.
Of course.
Acting is taking more time than even hotel, so I have to leave one for one. So firstly, I want to, in fact, my sincere appreciation or my profound gratitude to our school then, Bodija International College. They are so supportive. They are so supportive. Right from when she did Abebi, I remember when we were doing Abebi premiere, they gave her scholarship.
Wow.
From the class till when we left that school.
The school. Wow.
So they gave her scholarship. So when I now had issue with working only weekends, so it's only Friday, Saturday that she can work. So I have to go back to the school and complain. This is it. Oh, this thing is getting more bigger than we all plan. Oh, what can we do? The chairman said, okay, whenever she has to go to location, I should inform the school. We work with a timetable, so there is no how she will go for location. Whenever it's back like this, they made it compulsory for all the teachers to make it up for her.
Wow.
So they believe she's one of the school ambassador. They too have to do their own quota to support her.
To support her. That's very wonderful.
So then apart from that, I paid for extra lessons.
Wow. So you went all 9 years just to make sure that there's a balance. She's not suffering on her education, and she's also doing well on her
school.
How did you feel at first produced movie? Like she said when we were speaking, she said it was not a one-man thing. It was everybody that came about, including you, especially you, to produce the movie with her.
Yes, sir.
And that became a success, because when 2 and 2 put their heads together, it will become a success. After 3 days or within a week, it was blowing up, like,
and I was happy.
Over 1 million views.
Because when God is
were you expecting that to blow up that fast?
No, when God is planning your effort, you have to thank God. Let me just talk about that production. That is why I will still appreciate our boss, Tudiola Yusuf. When she finished from Ibadan Artist Studio School.
Okay.
So she keep on ringing when we went to collect the certificate. Then she was around 9 years old.
Wow.
She keep on saying, I told my boss, so I'm going to be a producer, I'm going to be a director. I said, at 9 years, you want to be a producer, you want to be a director.
Wow.
He said, I've told my boss I'm going to be a producer. So during that period, we're supposed to do, when she was around 10, we're supposed to celebrate her. She said, no, I want to produce. So my boss asked us how many people want to produce, and I raised up my hand that I'm part of them. Part of them, which he has written down my name, I have to produce.
Wow.
So I went to the boss. If you want to produce movie, what will it cost? He said, he just gave me some quotations. And the man now told me something. Him and one and the PM, that he said, this movie something is 50-50, it's a risk. I might tell you that you will get your money back, you might not get it back. And you may think you will not get it back and get it in multiple fold, but just erase your mind and see it as if you invest in your child. And I told her that the money I'm supposed to use to do party for you, I want to invest it in you. So I just run up and down. I gathered the money. I was the executive producer. Wow. So I said, oh, you want 100 naira? I will transfer it. Or keep it for me. Remaining how much till you gather the money. Wow. But right from the premiere, I know this job is going to be great.
Wow.
From premiere, everything started changing. Everybody was Abebi. Even when the movie now came out, I was like, God sees my heart. And I would like to bring this out. This one is for everybody. It's not about religion or not. I remember this girl did something. Immediately after the premiere, I said, God, at least from the premiere I already made my money. I said, oh, I've seen my money. He said, no, it's not your money. It's our money. It's my money. After all, you said you invested in me. Okay. So she now said something. Mommy, how much did you realize from the premiere? I was like, you are too young to be asking me such questions. He said, no, just tell me. I said, okay. He said, I know. Before I know it, she was counting people that donated money. He said, I said, why did you write it down? So later, to just cut it short, she said, I must pay her tithe.
Wow.
So I paid her tithe.
At such a very young age.
In fact, if you go duty me. In fact, when we were calculating the tithe, Toye to Rebecca, I was like, ah. He said yes, now everything.
Wow, you were wondering, Shadu, this money is so much.
Everything.
Is it not so much for time?
Take it to my church. Take it to my church, not your church. Oh, children department, my own children department, because we attend Redeemed Christian Church of God.
Wow.
So now take all the tithes to children department, and they prayed for her.
Wow.
So since then, I'm convinced that God is involved.
God is involved. You mentioned that you have another child apart from her.
Yes, so I have that one is my son, is my husband.
Is he older or
He's
younger?
older.
Okay, he's older. How old is he?
17.
Wow. So, I mean, how do you cope with taking care of him, taking care of her, taking her to
that one
locations?
is the Olori Ebi now.
Wow.
He's our husband.
I mean,
He's the manager. I call him the manager, Abebi's manager.
Wow.
I already am the manager. Kudos to you. I love you, my son.
Oh, wow.
He's in Osun State University now, by the grace of God.
That's wonderful.
He has always been supportive because they are just too close. Even when we produce Abebi, he was the associate producer. He will be the one to say, Mommy, how do we go? The time I used to drop Fisayo in locations, when he closed, he will go and stay with Fisayo. He will be the one to go and stay with her till any time before I go and pick both of them there.
Wow.
Wherever you see her, before he got admission to university,
you also see him.
You see him. So he's the manager. He has been so supportive and happy, proud of our sister.
I mean, it shows that you've grounded them in unity and humility, which is a very wonderful thing.
How many did I
parents
get?
are watching. So where is your husband in all of this?
My husband?
Yes, we've been seeing you taking her, doing this and that. Where is he? Is he in support?
Anywhere you are, my husband, well done, no. He's fine.
Okay. Tell us about him. Yes, we want to know about him.
I mean, the first one, everybody beside you. He's been a supportive father, let me just say that.
It's been a wonderful time talking to you, Ma. So where do you see yourself in the nearest future? Are you planning to go bigger as an actor? I'm not talking about Fisayo now, I'm talking about you as an actor. I mean, you've been also in production, you've been doing your part.
I will remain my executive producer, my manager, my mommy celebrity, and actor at the same time. So I want to be proud of my children by the grace of God.
So anything we are expecting from you, any project from you personally?
Yes, like I said, distance between us is this showing on YouTube. We are expecting Ogboju Omo and Sime. And another one coming very soon. We are about to enter location. Am I expected?
Back to back.
And I want to thank all my EPs that has been supporting my daughter, all the EPs, all the directors, all the producers, even PMs that always call her for job. God bless you.
All right. You took a different turn entirely, a different route as to the way you raised your children and the way you've been supportive of them, sacrificing for them and all of that. What advice do you have for African parents on this issue of supporting their words into exploring the creative world?
Like I said, though fingers are not equal and we are all raised up differently. For example, I remember when my daddy came to visit us before we shot Abebi movie. Then I used to speak English. I'm not good in English, but I used to talk to my children. I don't want them to speak Yoruba. I want them to be sounding like American. So the father called me and said, no, these children need to know how to speak Yoruba. That it goes a long way. So when my dad encouraged me, so I forced them to be speaking Yoruba. I never knew that Yoruba will still work out.
It's going to work out.
That is number one. Then number two, as a woman, your children is your life. Your children is your future, is your tomorrow. If you buy no amount of lace, you buy today, tomorrow, another one will come out.
Of course.
But your child, your daughter, your son remain your son, your daughter any day, anytime. Take good care of them. Then I preach love. Because I don't know, I cherish love. Though I'm not always lucky with love, but I taught my children love. Anybody you see around me, see them as your family. Anybody you are working with, see them as your family. Don't look down on anybody. Be obedient. Humility goes a long way. If you see, that is why you see me in any location. Everybody, yes, yes, ma. Maybe I used to tell my children that I was trained as a public servant too. As I will tell you, if you like be 100 years old, if you like get more degrees, you still have to do sama to your customers. So I'm used to that. I was trained to be humble. So reason I transferred that to my children, and customer service matters a lot. Okay. So I taught them love. I'm still teaching them love, and I want all parents to do like that. Then manage things. Not because this one is like this. So regbe or or no. Fisayo remain Fisayo. Ayomide remain Ayomide. Both of them remain Kola's children. So that is it.
So is there any spectacular milestone that you want your daughter Fisayomi as an actor to get to? That you are looking at this particular thing as an actor. I've seen some actors achieve it, and I want her to achieve it as well. Is there anything like that?
By the grace of God, she will achieve more. Because the ones we are seeing, even those people we met, they are still achieving.
Of course.
So my daughter will be more than that by the grace of God. So whatever goals she set for herself, by the grace of God, she must achieve it. And I'll keep praying for her. Yalobi Funke Akindele. Of course. Billy Gang. Yalobi Toyin Aimaku. So, and I'm here Fisayo. By the grace of God, my daughter too.
She will go global.
Global. Yes, so I still remember my uncle said, Oluwabukolami Amodemaja, aka Abebi. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for accepting my daughter. Thank you for accepting me. Thank you for everything. For those people supporting her, all the directors, like I said, the producers, the PM, our boss, Tudiola Yusuf, our mama, Olayinka Kasloma, Onogo Mushi, Ayolaya, everybody in the industry that took Fisayo as their own daughter. Eshe Modupe o. I love you all. Keep praying for her. Gbogbo abiyamọ ẹ máa jèrè ọmọ tiyín náà. Thank you.